from Las Vegas for the last time in
Unless you're a
April.
member. We're doing a members-only live stream tomorrow night.
Well, that's true, but a general public one. This is the last live stream from Las Vegas. The next,
Pops, we got to get to the breaking news.
please.
We have 2 breaking news stories.
Oh my God! What are they?
First,
Yes.
my hair.
Yeah. Quite
Second.
different, don't you think, folks?
Second,
Yeah.
Ford swings the 3.3
billion
with $1 billion.
Yeah, net profit in quarter one.
Whoopsies.
But warns.
Whoopsies. We're going to have half as many cars in the next quarter.
And we're going to have a 50% cut in quarter two output. My God.
What was your favorite part of this article? Because I know mine. What was your favorite part?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just read the headline. That was just enough to make me...
This was my favorite right here.
Which was?
The company now expects to lose 1.1
million units of production throughout... Oh, my God.
Much greater than its earlier projection of 200,000 to 400,000 vehicles. If you are
Seems
new
like
here,
it's about 5 times greater.
If you are new here, a few things. One,
Yeah.
I usually don't wear my hair like this.
No,
Two,
it does not.
the first time we talked about the chip shortage...
I usually wear my hair like this, though.
You got a lot of color.
Yeah.
The first time we talked about the chip shortage.
Yes.
600,000 vehicles might not be produced
Yeah.
globally.
Yeah,
800,000
yeah.
vehicles might not be produced globally.
Yeah.
Oh, a million.
Yeah.
Ford alone
Yeah.
is coming out and saying, it's probably 1.1 million.
Yeah.
And they're probably still under.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah.
That's the way life gets.
Yeah, yeah. And the really interesting thing is that the latest numbers we've heard is that now it could be in excess of 3 million vehicles in production lost globally. And if they're floating the idea of losing 3 million vehicles of production, and it's only the first month of the second quarter, it's going to be higher than that. You just know it is, and it's a scary time for the automobile industry.
Got some news here that is back in our Instagram DMs. We do check
God,
Instagram.
I
Hey
thought it was
guys,
your hair.
I hope you guys have been well. Some insider tips. Ford is going to announce a complete shutdown of factories by tomorrow, which means prices going up. You can see my response, right? And so we have people that are in our community that
Yes.
work at Ford dealerships.
Yes.
I attempted to order an F-150 for a customer, and Ford sent unavailable commodity.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And last time I checked, that's the biggest part of their business.
Is selling trucks.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
if you work at a dealership,
Yeah.
Instagram DM us, comment here in the chat.
Yeah, let us
tweet
know
at
what you're
us,
seeing at the dealership level.
TikTok us.
Yeah.
We don't have a TikTok.
Well, maybe we need one.
We did pass, however,
We have lots of watches.
over 1,500 followers. So thank you to everyone that follows us.
And you know what happened earlier today?
What happened
if,
earlier
If
today,
I
Pops?
may be so bold as to say it,
Yeah.
we surpassed 94,000 YouTube subscribers earlier today. Yeah, I'll toast you with an
Zevia.
organic tea. Yeah.
Not sponsored. We just like these teas. But we'll send you a check anyway.
Yeah.
Or
You could send us a check. We'll send you a bill.
an invoice. I just
An
spilled on
invoice.
myself.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Yes, you did. Yeah. So we are now over 94,000 YouTube subscribers.
Can we do a quick? I know we did the breaking news,
Yeah.
which we're going to dive into the Black Book data. We'll talk about more aspects of the production shortages and things like
Yeah.
that, other headlines, and then
Yes.
we'll also, of course, do car deals. We'll open up the phone
I'm
lines.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll open up the phone lines. We'll help
Yeah.
folks. I just want to. Can we just do a quick little roll call through the Yah community real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, let me see here. Let me
Yeah.
scroll back
I
up.
think we need to start at the beginning.
Garrett Atkinson was
Welcome.
here literally an hour before the show began.
God bless him. I mean,
Jason Corbin.
Can I say something?
Yes, but I'm going to continue to read off names because there's a
Garrett,
lot.
you need a life.
Schwametta, Dustin, Amcar Buyer, James Johnson. James and I have been going back and forth via email all day. Yes,
Wow.
folks, I do reply to emails.
You're
Jalen,
kidding. Yeah.
Schwametta
Again.
again.
Twice.
Saeed, Terrence, Saeed again. BB,
Not BB.
BB,
Yeah.
Skylar Green. BB with the Zach hair looks great.
Well, thank you. I mean, thank you yeah.
Larry
Wow.
Ari's in the building as
Larry,
well.
I saw, I think Melissa's in the building.
We got tons of folks. So thank you,
Yeah.
everyone,
Yes.
for being here tonight. I guess, Dad, let's dive into the Black Book report and talk about what's going on in the market.
Yes.
Is that, you sound like disappointed. Yes.
Well, we're going to talk about how everybody's going to run out of cars, both new and used, ladies and gentlemen.
So you may have seen on the channel,
Yesterday. It
Did the
was
video go out yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, we had the video with
Jared.
Jared and Laura,
Yes.
who are awesome.
Yeah. Jared, we hunt, we fit. No. We fit.
Jared, Kalfas, Laura, we hunt.
Yeah.
And so there you go. I mean, they said it themselves.
Yeah.
And after we got off after we stopped recording, they were like, "Yeah, we have no clue when this is gonna correct." Like so, and the people we talk to have no clue when it's gonna correct either.
Nobody has a clue, but it is truly getting to the point where the demand is outstripping the limited supplies that there are for both new and pre-owned cars.
Do you think we're has-beens?
Well, not quite yet.
We're on our way.
You're not. I'm definitely a has-been. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But the shortage of used cars is continuing, and even though the amount of wholesale increase in value week over week the last 3 weeks is a little slower than it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, let's dive into that.
It is still, as somebody once said, a wow moment.
Wholesale values continued their upward trend for a 13th
week in a row. Yes.
Man. The level of weekly increases has slowed from the record set 3 weeks ago, but the level of increases is nonetheless impressive.
Impressive, I think, is the wrong term. Yeah. I think discouraging, disappointing, just heartbreaking for a lot of used car dealers out there who can't get their hands on cars.
Yeah, and obviously for people looking to buy cars,
yes,
just as well. We had a 1.71% increase amongst cars.
Yes.
Up from 1.6%.
Yeah.
So overall, actually, pretty substantial increase.
Yes. But the entire market
was down.
Trucks,
it softened.
Yes, it softened by 0.06%. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened in the car segment? Compact cars. Again.
Yeah, and people are saying, why are compact and subcompact cars going up in
Great
value?
question.
Because they're the only affordable cars out there for people who are looking for cars.
I think that was one of the notes back here in automotive news. I forget which story specifically it was. Maybe it'll pop right up. I think it was in this auto sales projections. It was talking about the average amount that a vehicle is purchased for. Yep, there you go. Average transaction price expected to rise 6.8% to $37,572.
But that's for new cars.
That's still crazy.
Yes.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yes. No, it is absolutely crazy.
So if you're in the used car market and you're looking for something reasonable, there's few and far between.
Yes, and so the cars that are typically the least expensive for dealers to buy on a wholesale level are subcompact and compact cars, and that's why we're seeing such a massive increase in those. So at a certain point, even they won't be affordable. Subcompact
cars, so not compact, subcompact.
Yes.
Did not break the 2% mark this past week.
Yes.
But for the last 4 weeks have averaged a weekly increase of almost 2%. That's 8% increase.
In 4 weeks. That, okay, so extrapolate that out and say 4 weeks equals a month, but it's obviously a tad more than that. So that would only be...
Jalen wants to know, Pops, is it smart to buy now or wait? I don't see this getting better anytime soon.
I don't
put
see
you on
it,
the spot.
I don't see it getting better anytime soon. And my response would be, if you don't need a car, if you are not absolutely desperate for a car, then put it off as long as you possibly can.
Like into next year.
Yes, because everybody agrees. Everybody in the industry agrees that there has to be some type of correction. What nobody can agree on is when that correction is going to happen. And because of chip shortages, foam shortages, rubber shortages, you name it, there's all types of shortages. The one thing that there doesn't seem to be a shortage of is cash.
And my hair.
And your hair. So as long as we have chip shortages and we're losing new car production, well, if there's going to be 3 million plus less cars produced, which means there's going to be 3 million plus less new cars available for people to buy globally.
But let's be clear, because I actually see Buster just posted in thinking about buying either a Santa Fe or Sorrento. Any comments? Yeah. The consult call that I was, my dad watched me. I was on the phone. Yes. I was talking to Jesus. Good call. He's torn between those two vehicles, the Sorrento and the Santa Fe.
Yes.
He got a Santa Fe quote, Dad. They've got a $3,500 incentive, cash incentive, and you have to finance them at 1.9%.
But that's going to go away
on the 3rd.
That's going
on May 3rd.
Yes, those are.
But I guess I say that there are some deals potentially on the new car side. Neo
Neo,
coming through with the deals.
Thank you, Neo. And in that automotive news article about the transaction prices, it also noted that the amount of manufacturer incentives has been reduced in April from, here it is right here, from $4,953 last year on average in manufacturer incentives to help sell the cars to $3,191 this year. So if the chip shortages is going to impact production even further, then you can imagine that the
Jesus is here.
God bless you, Jesus.
My dad was watching me talk to you, man.
I was.
And if you want, I guess, let me just do our first little promo of the night.
Okay.
Which is, if you want to talk to us,
yes,
become a member.
Yes.
Deal consultation.
Yes.
$30 for 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Consults with us.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward.
And
back on the website.
And to think, I get to talk to you all the time for free.
Yeah, I don't even pay you.
That's what I mean. I get to talk to you all the time for free.
Let's acknowledge Neo1442's donation, Pops. I just want to say thanks for the content. You helped my sister get a new card earlier this year, and I appreciate that. I'm also a new member.
Well, terrific. Thank you, Neo. We appreciate it. I'm glad you're a new member. The community is growing, and it's really a pretty wonderful community because everybody does everything they can
to help each other
out.
Which makes me think we should probably open up the phone lines for the first few calls of the night just to like get the gears spinning. We can hear about some deals people are working on.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if you've got VINs, if you're working on car deals, if you're running market price reports and you need help, feel free, put them in the chat. We'll also come back to that. Let me just, for starters, let me get the call lines.
Yeah.
Let me get the call lines open.
Okay.
So there we go. That's the phone number in case you do want to
That's
call.
That's 855-587-2886.
No.
855.
855.
That's what I said. 855.
8. What's the number?
Stop it.
855-527.
No, 587. It's 855-587-2886. Out of towners, don't you dare call Colette.
Oh, and I got to sign into Grasshopper, so give me 1 second here.
Yeah, nobody said we'd actually be ready for this.
I guess it's because we haven't streamed in a minute.
Well, we missed last Saturday. And I got to say that my night was just not the same without that.
Yeah, but we had a nice dinner together.
No, we did. We had a great time. But it's, when we're not interacting with the community on a Saturday night, oh, Brandy, thank you.
Thank you, Brandy.
Yeah. When we're not interacting with the community on Saturday night, I feel like something's missing in my life.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
And folks, for those of you out there who are wondering about our travel plans, because we will be heading back east starting Friday, we will be coming to you live.
Phone lines are now open.
From Grand Junction, Colorado.
That was quite loud.
Yes, on Saturday evening.
All right, let me put the number back up,
Yeah.
so we can answer any questions.
Would that number be 855-587-2886?
Am Kyra Buyer says, "Hi Zach, closing the loop with you. I got my Honda CRV unicorn deal that we talked about this morning. Thank you."
Oh, we got a call already.
Oh, and it dropped. First drop call tonight. We'll see if another one.
It's the first of many, ladies and gentlemen.
It does happen from time to time.
We're working on the new technology here.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing the best I can. Yeah, let me actually see M Carby. Maybe I can actually pull up your deal because I got a update little potato. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. I'll share my screen. Oh, we got a call coming in. Pops.
Dropped again.
Illinois, we're having trouble.
I don't know what the
today.
problem is in Illinois, but
Hi Zach, a very quick note to let you know I got my new lease this afternoon. The deal was everything the sales manager at the dealership told me it would be. I got the new Honda CRV on Friday. When I was leaving the dealership, I told the sales manager I know I am a little potato in his April bushel of car deals. His response was, "Not at all. You are one more unit. Thank you. I appreciate everything the team at YA has taught me, and I'm grateful for the community that YA continues to grow." You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help? Nope.
okay, let's try David.
Hey, David, you're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? Well, I think it's David. What can we do to help?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys. Calling from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh my God, we're going to be in your fair city late next week, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
Where can I meet you and learn to shake the hands of the greatness that is you two?
Probably St. Elmo's Steakhouse, I believe, is what I have on the
Am
agenda.
I taking you to dinner?
Well, we're going to dinner. I don't know if you're taking me or I'm taking you, but I've always wanted to go to St. Elmo's Steakhouse, and, I believe we're going to when we're in Indianapolis.
Fantastic. You
Yes.
couldn't have picked a better place.
Yeah, whatever you do, lie to me and tell me it's really, really worth overpaying to go there.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
So, David, what's going on in your neck of the woods? How can we help?
Well, I'm looking to buy a Super Duty dually so that I can not only haul some of the things that I need to haul in my life, but also to get into RVing once again. And I'm finding that the inventory is quite low on one-ton dualies. And I'm also finding that ordering them, or not necessarily ordering them, I'll get to that in a moment, but buying them around here is every bit of $16,000 more than, say, if I travel to North Carolina or Tennessee to buy it there.
Wow.
And I'm a little confused about that because I'm leaning now toward, as I said the word earlier, ordering, since I can't seem to be fast enough to get one off of a lot. And I'm afraid to order from here for fear that I'm going to pay more than I need to. Your recommendation?
Can we just first, Pops, I hate to do this, but Jalen Parada with a $20 donation. So I don't know, David, maybe you're a good luck charm. We're going to keep you on all night.
Yeah.
I hope everyone else. But Jalen, thank you. She said she's thankful for our knowledge. Well, your knowledge, Dad. Love your content, but in all your great father and son relationship. Keep up the great work. So thank you, David, for inspiring that.
Yes, and thank you, Jalen.
So yes, ordering or out of state, Pops?
Well, I would think if it were me, if you could find one out of state that you don't have to pay a $16,000 upcharge for, that it might be worthwhile to actually travel out of state to do it. Part of the dilemma you could run into trying to order one is whether or not the dealer will ever get a build slot where the manufacturer says, yeah, we have all the pieces we need to actually build the vehicle.
Would that be something that you would recommend I ask right up front upon contact?
Absolutely, I would. And I think the way I would frame it is if I were thinking of actually ordering this vehicle, A, do you have a build slot available, and what's the likelihood that the manufacturer will be able to accommodate what we're looking for due to the chip shortages and everything else?
Excellent. As always, I love your channel. I love the insight that you provide, and I thank you both so much for making all this available.
Well, thank you, David, and good luck with that new truck.
And see you at St. Thomas. Where are we going?
Yeah, St. Elmo's. Yeah.
David, I'll treat. Meet us there.
Of course, he won't tell you what day we're going to be there, but that's besides the point. Just show up every night next week.
Deal.
See you, David. Thanks
so
for calling.
much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, Pops, I want to try something real quick.
Okay. Does that mean I can take the headphones
Just
off?
for a moment, yeah.
Okay.
So it's really hard for us to capture all the deal worksheets that people are working on. If you have a deal worksheet, like an out-the-door quote, let's try something new. Let's try tweeting it at us if you're on Twitter. I know not everyone's on Twitter, but it's a way that I can organize it. So we're at Get Auto Advocate, or you could just use the hashtag Your Auto Advocate. Tweet us your deals. And then that way what we can do is we can actually pull them up on the screen here live, run the market price reports, and see if we can help. Okay. So that is one way. If you want to get a deal analyzed on the stream tonight, tweet us your deal.
Okay.
Or hashtag Your Auto Advocate.
Oh, I've always wanted to be a hashtag.
And we'll do the best we can there. In the meantime,
it was always a toss-up between a hashtag and hash browns.
You're a big hash brown guy.
I am.
You like your hash browns nice and...
crispy?
Yeah, very crispy.
Yes, it's kind of like me.
And then while we're waiting on that, I'll open the phone lines back up.
What's that number again?
It's going to be
855 587 2886. Out-of-towners, don't you dare call collect.
One more time. 8. Ready?
No, I'm not doing it.
2. Ready?
No, you're on your own, handsome.
8. Someone call. Spare me. 855
587
All right.
2886. Get those phone lines ringing. Because you know what? We're here to answer the phone, if nothing else. Yeah.
There we go, Pops.
Yep, California calling.
We'll see if it comes through. Hey, you're on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
My name's Mike. I'm from south of Boston.
Mike, south of
And,
Boston. Can you speak up just a touch, my friend?
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Can
do that.
now.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So I'm retired and I want to finance the car.
Okay.
My credit score is mid-8, well, 820, something like that.
Okay. So your credit score is very good.
Okay, good. Yeah. But I could pay cash, but I don't want to pay cash. I'm looking at a $40,000 Hyundai.
Okay.
And I'm assuming if I put $10,000 down, I could finance the rest.
Sure, absolutely.
My income is a retired person's income.
Well, I don't know exactly what that means because every retired person has a different income.
Okay.
So, but as long as you have income coming in, that would
Yeah.
support whatever the car payment might be with your credit score, you could probably finance the total amount, which I would not recommend because I would always recommend putting some money down so that you don't find yourself in a negative equity situation. At least
Right.
put enough down to cover the taxes and the tags.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but you're looking to put
I
more
just
than
didn't
that.
want to buy it out. I just didn't want to buy it, outright because I'd rather invest the money
Sure.
instead of just paying everything. So when you get in with the finance, because I don't want to play games. So when you get in with them, you just say, look, just give me what interest rate you can, because obviously I qualify for the best interest rate.
You should, yes.
We always recommend, and this is for everyone that's on and listening, and I recognize he said you don't want to play games. You're buying a car.
So you're going to play
playing
games whether you want to or not.
And so the reality is having a pre-approval gives you the best leverage possible. You can walk in there, let them run your credit, but the last thing, here we go, Mike Dean, check with your local credit union caller. Exactly.
Yes.
Walking in with the pre-approval gives you the most leverage possible. You can let them run your credit, see what options they give you. If it's a subvented rate through the manufacturer, through the captive lender, probably not going to be able to beat it. But if it's through a third-party bank, have your offer ready so you can say, actually beat this.
And they will do everything they can to try and beat it so that they can make at least a little something from having placed the loan.
And folks in the chat are letting us know Navy Federal has really good rates right now
Yes.
for new cars. And actually, I had the consult earlier today with Jesus. 2.7, I think, is what he was quoted.
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, so it's pretty competitive.
Yes.
But they're offering 1.9 on.
Well, then take advantage
Yeah,
of
then
the
take
1.9.
that. That's the subvented rate. That's
Yeah.
through the captive.
I'm sorry?
It's called subvented. So actually, if you look back in the live stream chat, I'll put some links back to some financing rates and terminology. We have actually a really awesome guide back on the Your Auto Advocate website, which I will pull up on the screen for everyone. Let's see here, Your Auto Advocate guides. It was the F&I glossary of terms. So if you're new to financing and if you're concerned about this part of the process, which quite frankly you should be because it's where things can go really far south really quickly, my dad and Kimberly wrote this whole guide where we walk through, here it is, subvented rate. A subvented rate is an interest rate that is lower than you could receive elsewhere because it is subsidized by the manufacturer in an effort to sell more cars.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
couldn't have
That's
written
what
that
they're
better.
offering, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you're probably going to want to take that.
Right. Okay. So I worked before I retired. I used to do negotiations for the government.
Oh, wow.
Do I mention that?
No, should you mention that? Well, you might want to let them know that you've done this once or twice. but don't tell
okay.
them you did negotiations for the government because the government has a history of overpaying for everything.
And we got to pause for just a moment. We got some more good juju coming from callers tonight. Tommy Cash donated $5. Love the show. Are there any manufacturers that don't have shortages? Looking for my daughter, Tommy Cash. We'll hit on that in a second. Jalen saw your VIN as well. And we also had another VIN come through from Schwametta, who
Wow,
we will need
okay.
to do a deal
but
analysis
but
on.
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to let them know that you've negotiated for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I worked. I was a revenue officer with the IRS, so I negotiated taxes when they said they couldn't pay.
Okay.
Hey, well, thanks so
Okay.
much for calling in and keep us
Great,
posted on
thanks.
how it goes.
Yeah, let us know how you make out, David, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Terrific. Thank you.
Putting on Do Not Disturb for a sec. Let's catch up on a
Okay.
few things.
Your hair looks really good. Don't say it.
Did you?
Do not say it. Robert Woods, thank you, my friend, for saving my son for sticking his foot, or maybe both, in his mouth.
Before I
Retired.
I worked. I'm just saying. All right, let's hope
He could have been like your uncle, who never really worked. Just retired when he was 29.
Oh, it is just SWH Meta.
Meta. Okay.
I'm going to stick with Schwameta.
Oh, great. Oh, God.
All right, let's see if we can help some folks, Pop.
Okay.
We had all right, wait. I think I copied a VIN. Nope.
I
All right,
don't
let's
know.
see. All right, let me stop sharing my screen.
There was one that came in from Jalen.
All right, yeah, let's go back up. Well, there was one before Jalen as well. Oh yeah, Schwameta.
Stop it. SWH Meta.
SWH Meta.
Yeah.
We got a VIN here, 2021 4Runner TRD Premium.
Yes.
They're asking a large amount of money.
Yeah.
It has
5,000 miles on it.
Let's
Seems
take a
like
peek.
they're asking new price for a used car. Well, if they're only asking a new price for a used car and it's 2021, that's better than a lot of deals where on 2020s that are used, they're asking you to pay the same amount or more than a brand new 2021.
Here you go. Zero similar vehicles in the area.
Marketplace, yes. It is the sad reality because of both the shortages of new and pre-owned cars.
Let's see what Black Book says while you're doing this.
That the value that they're going to ask for it is going to be higher than what it normally would be in normal times. But these are not normal times in which we live.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you must keep that in mind. And I will state again what I stated in the beginning. If you don't absolutely have to get a pre-owned car right now, don't. If you find yourself in the unenviable position of having to do that, then just know that you're going to have to search long and hard to find a really, really good deal. And a good deal today could be the same as a new car.
Wow, look at the retail price estimates from Black Book.
Wow, look at that, in rough condition. So,
There you go. SWH Meta.
yeah.
All right, let's look at Jalen's deal real quick. Sales price is $48,449. Tax license plates $386 or $389, excuse me. Let me pull our screen back up. Doc fee $449. $54,000 out the door on a 4Runner Limited. And that's what we were just looking at, was a 4Runner Premium.
Yes.
TRD Premium.
Yeah.
Jalen, I need the VIN. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've run the market price report. Ooh, man, that just seems very
it's just
expensive.
everything that we're seeing, and everybody that's sharing their information on the live chat is just validating everything that we're seeing, which is all the prices are high, crazy high.
Yeah.
But
Let's give Robert Woods, though, a shout-out, Dad.
I thought we did.
$10 donation, but earlier on in tonight's show,
Yes.
he actually let us know, and he was getting a lot of kudos from a lot of people. Let me see if I can find it. Just purchased a 2021 Platinum F-150 for $59,000 out the door on a $75,000 truck.
Oh my God, that deserves your stamp of approval, my stamp of approval, the whole world's stamp of approval in today's
Thanks, guys. The
environment.
dealer asked me if I was in the business.
We are now.
Followed everything I learned from the Deal School. Thanks, guys. So Deal School, in case you're not familiar, it's back on the Your Auto Advocate website. As you can start to see, like by now, we do some stuff for free, other stuff not for free. Deal School's free.
Oh my God! So all they have to do is go to the website.
That's Arash's wife, by the way. She was when we first made Deal School in August of
Yeah.
last year. We had no testimonials,
Yeah.
and then Sharon went through Deal School and gave us this testimonial. So
Well,
that's
God bless her for saying
it's
nice
actually
things
free.
about us.
Actually free. Just saying,
Yeah,
it's actually free.
We've always been transparent.
yeah. Some
Yeah,
stuff's not
so,
free. Some
yeah.
stuff is free.
Yeah. So there you have it. Deal School is absolutely free
Boom. There's Deal
for
School.
the asking.
All right, let's see if we can. Let's see if there were any.
Hogtown Biker says the like button is a stamp of approval. My God, Hogtown, you could not be more correct. And shame on me for being 30 minutes into the live stream and forgetting to remind everybody, smash that damn like button, because that's what YouTube looks at. Don't
David,
ask me how or why.
Pingham?
Yeah, we just talked to David on the phone.
This is to help with the stakes at St. Elmo's. Hit me
my
up,
God.
and the first round is on me.
Well, thank you so much.
We're going to go on a Tuesday now, David. No, I don't know when we're going to come, but we'll let you know when we're going.
Well, I can let you know when we're going to be.
We're back, so we're happy to.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's the 6th.
Thank you for that, David. That's really kind.
I think. But I'm not
Email
home.
me, David, and we can actually coordinate.
Yeah.
Folks should be happy. I'm under 2,000 emails. Jalen says, looking to factory order the car. Currently own a Honda Pilot with 150K, needs repairs, not looking to invest in repairs. You can't factory order with Toyota.
Was he looking? Where she say?
Jalen was the one before
Oh yes,
that was
yeah,
looking for.
yeah. Toyota doesn't let you actually factory order. You can go to the dealer and you can ask them if they can get it as part of their allocation.
Car Smart's in the building, Pops.
What?
Car Smart's radio TV's in the building. Just saying hi. I'm just.
Hi.
He said hello. I'm just.
Oh, okay. So you can't actually.
Martin's in the building. What's our phone number again?
I have no idea.
855-587.
Go on.
2886. Wait, let me try my radio.
Yeah.
Wait,
See if you can do it like I do it.
Live.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone has donated tonight. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Brian. Thank you for the kind donation, and we do have the phone lines open. Jalen's wondering if Memorial Day weekend may be good to go for a better deal. Probably not.
Probably. We'll be out of cars by then.
We laugh, but we're not
but
kidding.
it's true.
You are on with Your Auto Advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, my name's Nick. I'm from New Mexico. I just almost sold my truck, but I backed out on the deal. Just following you guys and see how the value has really gone up on Super Duties, and just it's crazy what I searched. But I almost lost 10 grand selling it, but luckily I was able to get it back.
I'm glad you didn't sell it.
And also,
Yeah.
thank you, Nick, for calling in, because that inspired Sally Hand with the $10 donation. So thank you, Sally. How? When were you looking to sell? Because prices have been super high for the
Yes.
past. We saw, like we said at the beginning,
Yes.
13 weeks of increases.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only been 3 days since I started watching you guys, but I sold it last Wednesday, and the dealership, there were 2 dealerships straight across the road, and I was just driving back and forth to them. They saw my Facebook ad and both hollered at me, but I was just going back and forth. They were increasing at $100 a time, and I thought I was getting a good deal, but I mean, it probably was, but I don't know. I started looking at each one's lot and seeing what they had, seeing like prices. I'm like, I don't know why I should be doing this, but I was ready to drive off, and the guy ran up to me, and so we made the deal, and they gave me a loaner, which was cool because I got to drive around theirs while I was trying to look for one. Just wasted an entire week just driving around everywhere trying to find something, and nothing really suited my needs. And you build the truck up to what you like, and I just regretted it. I'm like, dang it. So I just woke up one morning and went to my bank and made what's it called? A revocation of power of attorney. So I got that signed.
So you unsold your truck.
Yeah. So I sent him a picture of that to the sales guy, and I said, hey, man, I'll be back to pick up my truck later. And about an hour later, he said, come get your truck.
Wow. Well, look at you. And I mean, you can make money selling right now, but the problem is you're going to have to spend too much when you go to replace it. And that's what the real issue becomes. If you didn't need a vehicle, then now's a great time to sell.
Yeah, and I was thinking of flipping to do some construction stuff, but it's in the same sector as just overpriced right now with lumber and everything else. So I'm just going to sit and wait, and I got a good interest rate on my truck right now. But learning what I saw the other day and yesterday is just about how I had an offer from my bank when I got my truck, went over there to a dealership, and then they actually said, let us just run it, and we'll see if we can beat it. And they did. and they beat it by 1 point. So, but actually not knowing if it was actually more than that, I could have got for it, just by seeing the sheet, the bank sheet. So next buy, I'm going to ask for that as well.
Absolutely.
Hey, well, I'm glad that you found us, Nick, and thanks for calling in and being a part of the growing community.
Sure. You guys keep rocking on. I need to chat with my pops, and he's wanting to do a podcast or something. So you guys give good inspiration and keep on. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you so much, Nick. Take care now, buddy.
All right. Yep.
Hey, so we had a take this off just for 1 second. So we had a question from SWH Meta about why our black book values are so high, and so I think it's important that we call this out. The black book values update every single night.
Yes.
So why are they so high? Because every single week, wholesale used car prices are going
because
up.
they're looking at what's going on. And if you saw yesterday's video that we posted, even they said the people that have been there studying the data for 30 years have never seen anything like this in their 30 years of doing it. So, they're just trying to stay on top of it, and it's really difficult because the market is when I say skyrocketing, it really is skyrocketing.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link.
It's not just hyperbole on my part.
Now I'm going to put the link. There you go. This is from yesterday
Yeah.
with Jared and Laura. It's a great video. And then we had Pops, our first participant over here on the Twitter side of things.
Yeah.
We had someone tweeted at get auto advocate, excuse me, and hashtag your auto advocate. This is going to be a way for us to try getting some actual deal worksheets that we can take a peek at. The donations.
Oh my God.
This is off the hook.
Yeah. Well, thank you all.
Sean Schworer.
Schworer.
1999.
Well, thank you, Sean.
Thank you,
so
Sean.
BMW factory tips, suggestions with pickup in South Carolina Performance Center.
We need less donations so we can actually get back to people. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's very, very nice. We'll do that next.
Well, the wonderful thing is if you order something that is built and produced in the South Carolina plant, you can go down there, get a tour, pick it up. I think they have a track down there as well. I'm not 100% certain. A lot of BMW customers do take advantage of that.
There you go.
It's similar to not as many BMW customers in the States, but there's a number of BMW customers in the States that actually take advantage of a European delivery, where you can order the car and pick it up in Europe. And BMW provides you with insurance for, I think it's 2 weeks, auto insurance, while you're driving it through Europe, and then they ship it back to America for you.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay, so we have Elizabeth sent in a VIN.
Yes.
The dealer with this car is very hard to deal with. I emailed them, but they want me to come to dealership.
Of course they do.
What will be a good out-the-door price? Now, before we even hop into that, what is one of the more recent videos we did? Oh, no, I don't think that's up yet. No, we did the talking points, like how to communicate when they want you to come in and things like that. I think we have a video about this, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure we do.
We probably do.
Yeah.
I wish I remembered off the top of my head
Yeah.
so I could link to it.
We've only done like 5,000 videos, so who can keep track of them all?
400 or so.
Okay.
So, Elizabeth, what I've done is I've ran a market price report, 2021 Toyota Highlander. Let's see here. I think I actually, bear with me 1 second. I'm going to rerun it because I used my zip code, not the dealer's zip code. So let me generate that. There's 200 similar vehicles, so it's going to take a minute here to run. So bear with us for a second while that's doing its thing. In the meanwhile, let's hop back over to Williams, and then we'll come back to Elizabeth.
Whatever you say.
Let's look at an OTD worksheet. It's been a little while since we have.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a 2021 Chevrolet Bolt EV.
Yeah, electric vehicle. Yeah, EV.
That's why he's
EV.
your auto advocate.
EV. Yeah.
$40,000, 175 market. So break it. What are you looking at when you look at one of these Pops? How do you break this down?
Well, they're getting a nice discount from the dealer.
Okay.
That's
what that line is, obviously.
Yes, that's the dealer discount. And then there's $9,500 in rebates, whether it be factory rebates, manufacturer rebates, or tax credit rebates.
Yeah, that's what's going on in this one
for buying an electric vehicle. So in essence, you can get $15,500 off on a $40,000 Bolt.
And so we've got an adjusted price almost, about $25,000.
Yeah. Now, if you're not a huge fan of low jack, You know, they might not take it off, but maybe you can negotiate the price of the low jack down. I don't know what edge is.
Probably window edge.
No, that would be window edge.
Edge.
Edge. I don't know what edge is, but
Those two are so.
Yeah.
Just let's level set because might be some new. The gentleman who just called Nick. He's been a member for 3 days.
Yeah.
This is $800 in what we would call fluff,
dealer installed fluff.
which is taxable.
Yes.
Which means
it's negotiable. Now, I'm assuming this is a California dealership because the dock fee is capped at $85. So there's probably there might be a little bit of room left. I'm not going to say there could be a lot of room because you know they stepped up pretty good with a $6,000 discount on a $40,000. That's 20% off.
I ran the market price report.
Yeah.
98 days on the dealer's lot.
Yeah.
So that's a considerable amount of time. We released an update, and you saw me on my phone. I was texting Arash. The map must have broken, but we've got 199 similar vehicles in the area right now, so you can still come in here and you can still see.
Yeah.
So that's where ours is. There's others. I mean, there's a lot of other dealerships to maybe get in touch with and shop this quote around. I guess that's what's going through my head is like, that's probably what I would do.
I honestly don't believe. It's just me, but I don't believe you're going to get more than 20% off on a $40,000 car.
I know I saw some
deals.
deals.
Well, it's not 20%.
Well, if you
Because
got up to
20% it would
8,000.
be 8,000, so it's about 15%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why you run the market price report.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely, the way that you would use this is you'd find a few others that are similar. You'd click on email templates.
Yes.
You'd send the email template out to that dealer and
Yes.
get more out-the-door quotes. So, William,
Yes.
I think that's our recommendation there. Let's jump back for Elizabeth's.
Yes.
So this was the market price report on the 2021 Toyota Highlander Limited.
Yes. Hogtown, thank you.
Biker. Let's acknowledge this. Hi, guys. My sister bought a car after I turned her on to your videos. Her viewing of Kimberly and yours videos let her push F&I part 2 to follow.
Oh, I can't wait.
The suspense.
Well, hopefully things are good up in Canada.
Caitlin, we'll hit your question about Costco in a moment here as well. But let's talk more about, for Elizabeth, what's going on here with this deal. So there's 45.
And our price is
higher than the dealer's advertised.
And that is because they are utilizing incentives
Let's take a peek.
that you might not qualify for to get it down to that.
So they're showing 35. So there's TMS customer cash of $1,750. I guess part 2 is another donation.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're sneaky, Hog.
Yeah.
All right, let's acknowledge this.
We
and then
would
we'll
have
come back.
read part 2 without another donation.
In F&I, out of the corner of her eye, she saw her husband sink into the chair. After they walked out, her husband said, I guess watching those videos worked. I'm contributing 20 American.
Yeah, I
on
like
her
that.
behalf.
Well,
Thank you for that,
well,
Hog.
thank you.
Glad to know that we were able to
Yeah.
help. So we've got discounts here. We have TMS customer cash. There's nothing that explains what that is, so we're going to have to get clarity from the dealership.
Some type of Toyota Motors. So that's a Toyota rebate.
You think this TMS is,
Yeah, and the discount
The dealer
is
discount.
the dealer discount. Now, I don't know if there's any other customer incentives.
So one of the things to start to wrap your head around what the OTD could be would be looking here on the out-the-door price calculator. So that's where you're going to get your tax information. So let's see, what zip code was this in? Because it's using my zip code. So it's in that zip code.
Not that zip code.
Yes, that zip code. So let's see.
I was just saying, I'm using my. You don't even have a zip code.
My old zip code.
You don't have you don't have a permanent address.
So we've got 6% sales tax.
Yeah.
This is coming from, what state is this? Let's see. Registration fee. I think this, Kentucky. Okay, so we're in the great state of Kentucky. So this gives you an idea. Your out the door is probably going to be somewhere around 50. Now, if the selling price is actually what they have it advertised here at, let's run that.
Yeah, but see, our suggestion was to offer almost $47,000 and then get the incentives on top of that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get some context. So if you were able to get $43,769 as a selling price, which is their online advertised price,
yes,
your actual out the door is probably going to be 47.
And that would be a good deal, I would assume.
I mean, I'm thinking if you can get this thing, because what's the MSRP? 49
Yeah.
under MSRP on a Toyota Highlander right now?
Yeah.
There you go, Elizabeth.
Anything that's substantially below MSRP today is doing good in today's world.
No, definitely. Definitely. All right, let's see here. I saw a couple comments, questions coming. Oh, yes, there was Caitlin's question. Does it make more sense with the market as it is now to go through a program like Costco with a prearranged discount? That's an interesting. In this market, what's your take on that?
People, the dealership pays Costco for the ability to be able to talk to you. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine the discounts are going to be as great as they used to be. What it does for people who hate the aspect of going into a dealership and arguing back and forth, the Costco program makes your life just a little bit easier from that perspective.
So we've got Elizabeth asking, can I negotiate the price be lowered? Absolutely. The reality is you're likely going to get this out the door price quote from them, and it's probably going to have a few other line items that we're not capturing here. And so it's likely going to be more than this. And that was that fluff we were talking about a moment ago.
Yes.
So to set realistic expectations, I'd say if you
we don't know the fluff they
probably
got to the
got
price.
low jack. They probably so
I have
So our recommendation, as always, is use the similar vehicles to reach out to other dealerships, get multiple out the door quotes, get them working on one another.
Okay. Garrett wants to know my affiliate program is for 1% under his invoice. Is that good? I would say so. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially when there's a shortage of cars.
Jalen says with Memorial Day weekend coming, hopefully prices will go down. I really doubt it. Look at automotive news.
If there is continued shortage of cars.
King said low inventories have enabled manufacturers and retailers to reduce discounts, and consumers are willing to buy vehicles closer to sticker price and more expensive vehicles. Like, no, the answer is just no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jalen.
Will they make it seem like, through advertising that they're offering some deals? Yeah, it depends.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. Anyway, let's jump back over here, Pops. We had another
California customer.
If you tweet at us at GetAutoAdvocate or hashtag your auto advocate, we've got this one in here. If you have the browser extension, my dad will pop up wherever we detect a VIN.
Yeah.
So we can run the market price report right there, which is kind of nice. I'll just open that up preemptively. Okay, let's close you out, though.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'd love to be closed out.
Okay, so it's a 2021 Chevrolet Camaro.
Okay.
44,000. So again, let's break it down. What are you looking at when you see one of these worksheets?
Well, the first thing I look at is what the dealer discount is.
Which in this OTD format, you can actually distinguish it, correct?
So they're showing you the dealer discount, and they're showing you the rebate. So they're showing you the net adjusted price prior to any fees. But at least it gives you an idea of what the contribution from the dealer is.
Yes.
So that's the first thing you want to look at. Now, once you've got your adjusted price, here we start getting into the things that you don't necessarily want. Clear shield package.
What is that?
It might be an invisible bra for the front end of the car. It could be paint sealant. Permaplate for $1,000 is the paint sealant. The Spartan GPS, which I'm assuming is similar to LoJack, is another. So they're giving you $2,255.
How much of that are they taking back?
And then they're asking you to pay back more than what they just gave you.
Right. So let's do it. Let's do the math, Pops. It was $995 times 2.
Yeah, and $395
plus $395.
Yeah.
Got any guesses before I hit enter?
I'm guessing that's
$23.85.
Yeah, and they gave you so they're charging you $130 more than their discount that they gave you. So they didn't really give you anything off the car, because I can assure you the Clear Shield package is maybe it cost them $100. Maybe the Spartan GPS cost them a couple $100.
What is your response?
And the Permaplate cost them $100.
What is your response to the dealer after you receive this OTD?
Hey, that's great, guys. Now, let's talk about the Clear Shield, the Spartan GPS, and the Permaplate, none of which that I want. So here's my proposal. I'll pay the $40,765 plus tax. Are you good with that?
Yep.
And that's what I would try first. And then they're going to go, oh, well, it's already on the car and we can't take it off. Great. Well, I'm not paying you retail for any of that stuff because I didn't ask for it. And I think it's wonderful that you want to cut down the time it takes to prep a car, but I'm not paying you retail for any of that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll throw you a couple $100 for those 3 items. And you start negotiating the total amount that you're willing to pay for those 3 items.
And there are a few other vehicles in the area that you can reach out to.
But
about
yeah,
as
that's
well.
that's and when car dealers say, well, customers could make it so much easier on themselves if they just say yes. Well, it would be easier for a customer to just say yes if there wasn't $3,000 or $2,385 worth of BS that you then throw on top of the price of the car.
Steve wants to know why his VIN doesn't work for the market price report. It has to be an active listing. The way that we generate these market price reports, so all of my vehicles over here, these are vehicles that are actively listed for sale on a dealer's website right
Yes.
now. And so if it's not actively listed for sale, we can't detect it. We can't run a report
You can't
on
pull it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we go back to the phone lines, Pops? I think
Yeah.
we should. I'm gonna open the lines back up while you're reading the live stream chat. Robert Walsh with a fine suggestion.
Hit the like button. I'm of the opinion, without breaking your computer, smash that damn like button. Just smash it.
James Johnson says, Zach, the map is not working on the YAA app. Yes,
Yeah,
we had a release today. So I'll actually, after this phone call, show you that, and it must have broken the map. I texted Arash.
Oh my God.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian. Zach Shefsky here with Your Auto Advocate. You are on. What's your name? Where are you from? I just did my intro when I do consult calls. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'm from Louisiana. But I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
It's a two-part question, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are the plus and minuses of buying a car out of state?
Well, sometimes the plus can be that the market conditions in a different state might not be as severe as they are in your state, and you can save several $1,000s. The minuses are that you have to travel to go get it, or that you have to make arrangements to get it shipped to you. If it's a pre-owned car, you absolutely positively have to make arrangements to get a pre-purchase inspection done so that you can make sure that there's nothing wrong with the car prior to purchasing it. And you really need to do your due diligence concerning the dealership that is selling the vehicle to make sure that they have a good history when it comes to handling out-of-state transactions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay, I see where you guys put up how to buy a car long distance from a dealer.
Yeah, see, we have thought out all this crazy stuff in advance, and Zach has forced me to write. Okay, so he's hired a ghostwriter. Forced me to write all these guides.
My dad edits. I do a lot of writing. My
Yes.
dad edits.
Yes. So, but we try to have these guides available and on hand for people so that they have references to look up, so that they can get some insights as to what they need to be doing.
Yeah, okay. Well, the other question is I used one of you guys' email templates and kind of tailored it to the question I had for the dealership that I'm looking at this car at in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't heard from them today. And how long do you usually give them before you send them another email saying, hey, why haven't you answered me, or my time is valuable? And I
would have given them a few hours.
Uh-huh.
And I would send another email, and I would copy either a sales manager or a general sales manager on the second email. But also take into account that the month ends Friday, so they could be kind of busy the last 2-3 days of the month, and the salespeople are more concerned with the customers that are actually in the showroom at the moment than the people that might be coming into the showroom. So that can contribute to it, but that's not a good excuse, because whether the opportunity is somebody that actually physically walked through the door, picked up a phone and called, or sent an email, they're equal opportunities. And you have to treat each one as a valuable commodity where you might end up selling a car.
Yeah. Hey, the other thing is, man, you guys want some good food, you need to come down to Louisiana.
Well, maybe next winter when we head back west again, we'll come down through Louisiana and take a real deep southern route.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Y'all do good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Brian must have inspired Todd, or
Yes.
the fact that we went over Todd's out the door quote.
Yeah.
Thanks for going over the sheet. I said, Todd, thanks for the donation. Means a
Yes,
lot to
thank
us.
you. Thank you so much.
We've got the phone lines back open. After the phone lines, I want to show everyone what we released back on the website today as well.
Okay.
A new update.
And if you want to call in, you should call 855-587-2886. Out-of-towners, don't you dare call collect. After all, it is a toll-free number.
They're all out of towners. You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, this is Anthony. I'm from LA.
Hey, Anthony from LA, but your phone says you're from New York.
Dad, no one else can see that.
Yeah, but I can see that. I can ask the question.
I am originally from New York.
Okay.
Been following you guys since you started on YouTube. Very big fan of the channel.
Well, thank you so much, Anthony.
So, my question actually is, I moved to LA a couple of years ago, and I've had my eye on a Mustang convertible.
Okay.
Because we don't get this type of weather in New York.
Well, you do, but it only lasts for about a week.
Exactly.
Yes.
So a convertible is more of a play toy than an everyday driver. So I've been following it for about 2 years, and the prices originally, I think, were reasonable, but now because of the pandemic, I see it going up.
Mm-hmm.
My original plan was to, for the first time in my life, not lease a vehicle and
Okay.
actually buy a pre-owned,
Okay.
so that I could hopefully, maybe 5 years down the line, own a home and not have a car note.
Gotcha.
That was the game plan.
Okay.
And now that the prices are kind of out of whack, there's no bargains, I'm a little hesitant because I was going to buy this car this month. So I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on my original game plan. Should I still hold to it, or maybe hold off?
Well, when things get crazy, and we saw this in the mid 2000s, 2007, 2008, with the housing bubble, where housing prices just skyrocketed, and everybody was willing to pay whatever somebody was asking for a house, and then there was a crash and a bubble, and I would think the same is going to happen in the automobile industry. The difficulty is predicting when that bubble is going to burst, and I personally don't see it bursting anytime soon, only because of the difficulties in producing new vehicles at the moment. So if they can't produce new vehicles, they can't trade vehicles, so everything becomes in short supply. I would suspect that maybe if we're lucky, this time next year, we might start seeing a correction.
And we had one person in the live chat say, is this the new normal?
I think it's a new temporary normal.
I mean, Dad, if dealers are making record profits, if Ford can say they're making record profits,
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it might be a pivot for the industry to say, actually, we make more money when the consumer pays more because they have less options. Sucks, but I kind of see it coming. That's my 2 cents.
It could be. It very well could be. And if that's the case, then everybody's just going to have to get used to paying more and more. But it is so out of whack at the moment that pre-owned dealers can't go and buy pre-owned cars for their lots because they can't afford to outbid the Carvanas, the Vrooms, the CarMaxes of the world. And those three big players, they don't care what they pay for the car because they're going to try and make the money from you on the back end of the car through finance and insurance.
That's the big piece here. Sorry,
warranty.
we're going on a tangent, but it's because, like Mike Dean said, depends on what the consumer is willing to pay. It takes two sides to make a market, which I agree. But we're seeing enough inflated, consumer pocketbooks that they're saying, okay, let me go buy the car, and then the model is shifting more and more and more to, all right, I'll just make it up on the back end. I'll just make as much money as I can on the back end. I, as a Carvana, will overpay for the inventory. Long story short, it's a really tough time to be a buyer.
Yes. So you might be. I was going to say, Anthony, you might be better off just buying a house. At least they tend to appreciate, and even if there is somewhat of a bubble correction on housing, It usually takes 7 to 10 years for it to come back, and then you start seeing appreciation again. But I think the house might be a safer bet than the car.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. The two-part to that would be, since this might be my first time not getting a lease, I heard Ford had halted like productions or like paused something in a factory. Is that affecting like lease prices as well?
So when you lease a vehicle, and so let's just corroborate what you just said. So yes, Ford literally came out in their second quarter or Q1 retrospective to the public market saying 50% production output, cut in production output for the second quarter.
Yes.
So Ford anticipates they're going to make 1.1 million less vehicles the remainder of this year than they would have liked
intended to.
Okay, so what's going to happen in terms of dealer willingness when they have less supply, less inventory on their lot to discount, even on a lease deal? Less willing to.
Yes.
And so will lease residual values change? Potentially. That's not going to happen tomorrow.
I really don't foresee anybody stepping up and dramatically increasing lease residual values, because typically leases are 3 years. And I would think every one of these lending institutions believes that within 3 years' time, we will be back to what was considered normal as opposed to what we think of as normal today. So if they were to adjust residual values upwards, they could be really holding the bag 3 years from now if there's a market correction and collapse.
I'm not saying that your auto advocate community is ahead of the curve here, but everyone's talking about how everything's. I'm going to use the word inflated. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
It's been a while since I took an economics class. Joe Aguilar with the $5 donation.
Thank you, Joe.
Inflation? Inflation? Are we allowed to say that word?
Well, I don't know if you're allowed
Will we get
to.
banned from YouTube?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I
Maybe?
mean, obviously, it's some form of inflation. And you can see that gas prices have gone up dramatically. That's inflation. But
you know what we should do sometimes when people call in? Because sometimes we get ramblers that call in and we can't hang up on them. We should just, you're stuck with us.
They should hang up on
us. No, you
us.
can't hang up on us. That's rude.
Really?
Yeah, you're just stuck on the show. My dad and I are going to talk to each other for the next 20 minutes. Did you want to do something with your day?
Are y'all saying that you want me to hang up?
No! I just feel guilty because we just went on a tangent.
But Anthony, you could say, "Hey, listen, you two, get to the point."
Yeah. Well, was there anything else that we could help with, even if we didn't help it at all?
No, that was somewhat helpful. Thank you.
Terrific, Anthony. Thank you. Good
Anthony.
luck, my friend.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, Mike Dean said his wife's a realtor, and the real estate market's crazy. And yes, it is, because I know that I keep looking at properties at the Jersey Shore because I'd like to get out of my condo and get into a house, and the prices are just so high that I'm not sure how to ever do that or how you ever justify it.
Hey, you're on with your auto advocate. Can you hear us on the other end? Hey, you there? You're on with
Hello?
your auto advocate.
Hey, everybody. My name is Martin. I've been kind of messaging through.
You're coming through a little.
Yeah, it's like you're not talking into the phone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Well, we can now. It's amazing how that shit works.
Stuff works.
Sorry about that. I'm sitting in my basement.
All right, it's coming through a little scratchy, but we'll do the best we
watching
can.
you guys.
How can we help you?
I want to thank you guys.
You're fading in and out, my friend.
So, unfortunately, if you're calling from a basement,
yeah, you need
phone lines back open.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Twin Peaks Guardians, hello. Lease is up. Can I buy at 12? Can buy at 12,500. Carvana gives 14.5 for that car. Should I buy out lease and try and trade it in?
Well, you can try you can trade it in without having to buy it out, and get the equity that way.
Yep. All right. Let's see if this is. Hey, you're on with. Oh my. Oh goodness. Can you hear us?
Now, can you guys hear me now? I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Yes, that was your fault, but it's okay because you tried back. Because everyone knows where we're sitting. Our reception works. All right, what were you saying, my friend?
Sorry, no, I was just thanking you guys for helping me on a two Suburban deal. I bought two different Suburbans, two different lots, and I saved probably about $10,000 between the two.
It's gonna get a quick stamp of approval.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Bless you.
So it was actually very funny. I used almost every single tactic. I've seen your guys' your videos, corresponding videos and whatnot, where you guys have your role playing.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I did the same exact thing with you guys.
Quick question for you. I hate to do this to you,
sure.
but are the Suburbans to like drive out into the middle of nowhere where there's no cell reception? You're still breaking up, my friend. I think we're gonna have to move on.
I'm gonna walk upstairs. Hopefully
Well,
my kid doesn't make a bunch of noise. But
that's the beauty of our show.
it's live.
Yeah. Doesn't get
I'm
any
walking
liver
outside,
than
hopefully
this.
my kids. Cool. So you guys hear me better now?
Oh my God, what a difference.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I have a really good
How's the weather? Maybe you need to go out in the porch.
Well, here in Maryland, your neck of the woods here, it's not too bad. It's about 80 degrees today.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so it was a two Suburban deal, one in Maryland, one in New Jersey. It was actually to the point where when I was actually making the deal, I kind of came to the point like, is this the most difficult, person you had today? And he's like, by far, talking to the salesman, because I was asking him like they were doing the nitrogen charge like you do in New Jersey. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Good for you.
I'm not going to do that charge. They were trying to charge some etching fee. I was like, no etching fee. Like that comes from the the manufacturer, so you can take that off or roll that into the payment of the or the price of the vehicle, things like that. And the guy was like, he's like, well, will you take it? I said, it all depends. It all depends on you guys. It doesn't depend on me. So I was like, I'm willing to do it. I know I have A+ credit, all this good stuff, and they're just like, okay, well, we can't take this off. I was like, let's face it, you guys can do what you want, but I can also walk out the door.
Sure. You always have the ultimate power.
So at the end of the day, they're like, well, we want to, essentially they wanted to get it off their hands. It had been on their lot for about 80 or 90 days.
Good.
I am a member, so I do, I signed up for everything. So I ran all the market reports, and I was like, cool. Your negotiating, percentage was like about 50%. So you kind of gave me like, yeah, you may, but you may want to wait later, that type of thing. So, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. You're like, give it a shot. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. Ray told me to give it a shot. So, so I gave it a shot, and they were like, we can only come off 500. And I was like, that sounds like shenanigans to me. So, even though I know the market is kind of high, it's kind of tight and all that good stuff, I go through and, $1,000 later, $3,000 for my old Suburban. I was trading in Suburbans. It was like a 2007 Suburban. They initially only offered me $1,000 and then got $3,000.
Well, good job.
And then, it was a lot of work. The previous one, it literally was a 2-day sale. I walked out 3 times. The guy calls me back at maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. Like, are you sure we want it? I was like, listen, you guys don't want to sell this car. It's been here for 126 days. You guys really want to sell this car?
Okay, I just muted ourselves on the phone call. We are going to pretend like there's
Bottom line,
noises and that it's breaking up on our end.
Price
this is so
hard.
hard.
Because they tried to go through that whole, or an extra $2,000.
I think we're having connection.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm running on, but you guys are great. I just want to thank you guys for all that.
Come on, that was a pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Hey, thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a part of the community. Congrats on the 2 purchases, and we're gonna take the next call because there's about 15 in the queue. But kudos to you, and thanks for running upstairs.
All right, thanks for all the great videos and all the great content, guys. Keep doing what you do.
See ya.
Terrific. Thank you.
You envy us? Don't, because I feel terrible right now.
Yeah.
But I had to do it.
Yeah, no, you did.
Okay, so we had a phone call.
We had a call from New York.
Hey, you're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where you from? What can we do to help?
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lamont. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Hey,
Hey, Lamont,
from the
welcome.
Bronx.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Just to let you know, I'm such a fan, and I'm calling you today because I have a different perspective.
Okay.
Right? I've been listening to you guys, and I'm a fan, right? So I have this a two-part question, right? So let's change the narrative. I'm in sales, but I'm not in car sales, right?
Okay.
And we know your dad's favorite narrative. If it's taxable, it's negotiable. You love that. I've learned that from you. But in today's market, right, it's not even negotiable no more. And let me give you my thing.
Okay.
Now, I'm in appliance sales, right? I sell appliances. So it's almost like cars. If you try to go buy a refrigerator today or washing machines, it's a 3-month hold for everything. So my thing is, why would I negotiate it if you can't get it?
Well, here I'm going to share a quick story with you from a dear friend of mine, Glenn Bob, who sold cars for me for years and years and years, and we're good friends. And Glenn used to always tell customers, when I go to the butcher shop, my butcher advertises pork chops at 99 cents a pound when he doesn't have any. Okay, but when he does have them, they're $3.99 a pound. So your point is that if you can't get it, why the hell would you discount it? And I get that. Why would you?
That's what I'm saying, Rick. I don't get that part, and I think that even with cars, I mean, it's a seller's market. That it's very hard to come in a place where you just can't get the thing. Here's my other part where I hear you say all the time, right? I would have never thought about buying my lease car. I love the lease car. I love the flexibility. I have a 2000 MDX A-Spec with the residual is $24,000. Now with all of this madness is going on, I would have never thought about keeping a car. I think I should keep my car.
Oh, sure, because I'm guessing that car is probably worth, I don't know, $30,000 in the market today.
And I heard you say something before. Would you buy it and then sell it, or should I just hold on to it?
Well, at this point, you're probably better off just holding on to it because you're going to pay too much to replace it.
Oh, okay. And you know what? It's funny, Ray. I have a car because I drive a lot. I have a car today. I have a Toyota Avalon. I got a good deal on it. It's only like 30,000 miles, 2013. I went in to get a oil change, and the guy came up to me. I don't know how. Well, I know how. Like your son said, they have all this technology. He saw how much I owed on my vehicle, and he says, "What if I paid off your car and gave you a check for $4,000?"
Oh my God!
Hey, right? And I looked at him. I said, "Okay, but here's the thing, Ray. This car, I have it only like 30,000 miles. I pay only $240 a month for it." I said, "I'll tell you what. You give me that $4,000 towards a new one, but you got to make my monthly payment the same." He says, "Well, what if I can get you in the low 400s?" I said, the low 400s doesn't sound like $240 a month to me. So I told him, no way. So he's telling me he has a good deal for me on this hand, but on the other hand, he's trying to sign me a jacked up car that I'm paying $200 more a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why right now you got a lease coming due. Either hold on to it or sell it because you don't need another car. Lamont, thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a supporter of what we're doing here and a part of the community.
You guys have a great day, man.
Do the same, Lamont. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a quick second.
Okay.
So want to give Nathan... What was Nathan? Nathan Blackwell, quick shout out. Thank you, Zach, Ray, and Kimberly. Your guidance is so valuable and easy to comprehend. We bought our 21 Honda Accord with MSRP just over $30,000 with about $1,500 in dealer add-ons. They ended up getting it to $28,500 out the door.
Very good. Nicely done. Stamp of approval time.
We are going to give one of those. Also, stamp of approval to Arash, who I texted on the fly.
Whoa, look at that.
Map's now working. So sorry about that before.
Yeah.
Can I show you the cool thing that we did?
Yes. And don't just show me. If you'd be kind enough, would you please please share it with our members?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
That's what
cool.
I'm doing here. So, as you all know, we sell the extended warranties, the vehicle service
I've heard
contracts.
that, yeah.
When we sell one, we make $500.
Yes.
It's awesome. So, you have another option outside the dealership. Kimberly does consult calls. In the past, you had to actually schedule the call with Kimberly.
Yes.
To, like, if you wanted to buy one.
Yes.
We still encourage you to because we
Yes.
have, all the contract information and the sample contract right here. But we actually just built out the buy now. So you can choose whatever term you want.
Yeah.
So let's say I want this and
Yeah.
a $250 deductible, and I'm using it for business use, and
Yeah.
I want to put a lift kit on my Highlander. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
You can actually then do the buy coverage.
Wow. And you
can-
don't even need Kimberly?
Sorry, Kimberly.
But
and then
Kimberly,
you're-
just because a particular customer might not need you,
we need
all
you.
need you.
We need you. But then you put in the purchase price from the vehicle, the
Yes.
date that you purchased the vehicle. You put in your contact information, and then it'll
As
produce,
opposed to yours?
and then it'll produce the contract, and you can actually buy it all right there. We're super proud of this,
Yes.
only because a huge amount of Kimberly's time goes towards doing that. Also,
Yes.
we sold our 100th vehicle service contract today, guys. Do the math. That pays for Kimberly's time. That's why my dad can start to get paid. Like,
Really?
I mean, do the math.
Wow.
It's not trivial.
No.
So thank you.
Yes.
A huge thank you to everyone.
Yes. And thank you for making it all so easy and so transparent.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's so much better that way.
Yes. Can I tell a quick story?
Please, please.
Dear friends of ours purchased a Volkswagen yesterday and bought a warranty at the dealership after they said no 5 times. And then they get in touch with us instead of before, and they know us.
Yeah, it's my sister's dear friend. We're not
Yeah.
going to name names,
No.
but you should have called us. Like, we literally, this is what we do.
This is what we do. This is why we're here. This is and you. It's not like you couldn't just pick up the phone and call either Ray or Zach, because I don't know. You have us both in your contacts.
And if you don't know us personally,
You can still.
get to know us personally.
Yeah.
Become a member. I'm trying to see. I need to go back to the website, but
Yeah.
literally just become a member.
Yes.
And sign up for a consult.
Yes.
$50 on a huge purchase. You'll get to meet with one of us and someone on the team. You can meet with
Yes.
Kimberly. I don't know. Anyway, that's our sales pitch.
Yes.
For
Is
the
that our
night.
sales pitch for
That's
the
our
day?
sales
That's
pitch
it?
for the night. Become a member.
Become a member.
Phone
Do
lines?
yourself a favor. Become a
Become a
member.
member.
That's right. Call 855-587-2886. That's 855-587-2886.
Out-of-towners,
don't you
don't
call
do it.
collect. Don't you dare.
But if you do it, it's okay.
yeah, well,
But don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
All right, Illinois, you're on the line. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
fantastic.
All right, so I'm currently in the market for a car. I've been buying like used cars for like the last 5-6 years. It lasts like probably 2 or 3 years, then I end up just buying another one. So I decided I'm finally gonna save up, put some down on something I like, brand new, so I don't have to keep switching in and out of cars. So
Okay.
Wait. And I'm sorry, my dear friend. Jason Corbin
Yes.
donated $5, and we completely overlooked it. And so we've got a VIN here. So after this phone call, we got to run back to
Did you
Jason's
stay right
VIN.
on that
I'm
spot on
staying
our live
Jason,
chat?
I'm sorry.
Jason, we apologize. We thank you for the $4.99, and we'll try never to let it happen again.
And if it does happen again, what's your name, sir, on the line?
Reese.
It's Reese's fault, Jason.
Yeah.
If it ever happens again, it's Reese's fault.
Blame Reese.
All right, Reese, so what's your question? Good for you for saving up. What can we do to help?
So now I'm trying. I think this is I don't know what. All the stars aligned in the wrong direction. I'm trying to get a Challenger, but like the last couple of callers said, it's a seller's market.
Yes.
I know the factory MSRP is like 28. I'm trying to get a base model, so the factory MSRP is 28. But I'm in Chicago, so you already know everything's like marked up.
Yes.
So they're selling it for like 33, and they're claiming it's the MSRP. And they're saying it's 33, I called one dealership. They said 38. I was like, does it come with a sunroof? Leather seat?
No, next
was
time
like,
ask him if it comes with $10,000 in the trunk.
I was about to ask him, does it come with lube? I was like,
No. We gotta be careful, Reese. But this kind of speaks to getting the window sticker or the Monroney label. So if you're buying a new car, you should be able to see line item by line item
Yes.
what the MSRP is made up of.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean, and you just have to realize that the MSRP stands for manufacturer's suggested retail price. And the dealers, unfortunately, are free to sell at whatever margins or markups that they feel they can get away with. That doesn't mean it's right. I know dealerships that I managed, we would not sell cars higher than MSRP. But there's lots of dealerships that will take advantage of situations like we're in now and just be greedy about the whole thing. In today's world, if you could get that $28,000 MSRP car for $28,000, you might be doing pretty well.
okay, and here's the thing. I wanted a 2021, but they're charging too much. So I found like two 2020s like still on the lot. And I did your email template for the out the door price, and they wanted, it was like $100 below MSRP out the door price.
Well, that's good.
So I just wanted to know if that was considered like a good deal.
Well, typically fees end up running somewhere between 10 and 12% of the selling price. So if you can get a car out the door for less than MSRP, it means you've gotten somewhere around 12 to 13% off on it.
Typically, yeah.
Typically. So that's not a bad thing in this market today.
It's a great thing.
Okay, I was just trying to see. I'm like, it does sound like a solid deal, but
Reese,
right
get
now
quotes.
my heart's telling me to buy it, but my mind's telling me to wait.
Well, if you can't get your head and your heart in alignment, then listen to your head.
Reese, and get quotes from multiple dealers. That's the best thing you can do, because then you're pressure testing it.
True. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for calling in, Reese.
Thank you, Reese.
We got some catch up to do, Pops.
Okay.
All right, we've got some donations that have come
Yes.
in, and we also have Jason's deal
Yes.
here. So I ran Jason's VIN here in the market price report. It's a
Yes.
2020 Ford Ranger
Yes.
Lariat. 100 days on the lot. Local average is quite high at 126.
So it hasn't even reached the local average.
So that was what I was doing, Jason. I was going to the map, and I was looking, here's this similar 2020, different color, but it's at Flood Ford of East Greenwich. Greenwich. The first thing I'm doing here is generating this report, using the email templates, reaching out to that dealer. I think that's, in your case, that's the best way to approach this, would be to contact other dealerships. We say it time and time again.
Yes.
Maybe we'll make it easier in the future to contact multiple dealerships, but that is the technique. That's the tactic. You agree?
I do. It's almost as if for the last year and a half, you've actually paid attention to what I've been saying.
Was that Gary or Greg?
Greg.
Thank you for the donation,
Yeah.
Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Pops, for remembering.
Yeah, I think it was Greg. Yeah. He'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Jason, glad that we got to yours. Thank you for that. And then let's see here. Jalen Parada again.
Stop it.
Thanks for the laugh. Much needed today and helping me with my potential 2021 limited 4Runner.
Well, I'm glad we could
Which
make
one
you
of us
laugh.
made you laugh?
Yeah. Was it the young guy, the young good-looking guy, or the short, fat, balding guy?
Again, breaking news. Hair's different. Ford cutting production in half. Yanni's in the house. Oh!
SWH Meta again.
With the
Oh, my
$10
God.
donation. Thank you.
Imagine if he would have figured it out sooner. Maybe it would have been a larger
Ceramic Pro Louisville. There's a viral post on Facebook. Ford is storing cars at Kentucky Motor Speedway.
I doubt it. There's nothing in it for them to do that at the moment because there's such a shortage of vehicles.
Maybe because they don't have like modules in them or something?
That it could be. Maybe they're partially
storing them there because they're
waiting for the additional modules to come in.
All right, let's see here. We've got a question that came through over on the...
Loving the haircut. He didn't get a haircut. He just pushed it back.
Mayani.
Oh,
wow.
My God.
All right. One quick note on Mayani. Barbie DN 261 bought 2 vehicles 2 weeks ago or so now. Donated $100.
Yes.
Still, like... Yeah, means
Yes,
so much. So
yes.
thank you for that, Manny. Thanks for and bought our cards. She's still coming back.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
You know, because where else can you get entertainment like this on a Saturday night? Just about anywhere.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Neo1442 with the $20 donation. Second round is on me. Sent an email to a dealer response for a new Toyota. Dealer said I'd have to come into place and order for a new one. I thought they couldn't order. Does this go for Lexus too? Interesting.
Pretty much, yeah, because it's part of Toyota. So,
So why would they be saying dealer said I'd have to come into place and order? Is that just them trying to get them in?
well, that's because they want to get them in, and they want to get a deposit, and then they want to see if they can get the vehicle allocated. Yeah,
Just trying to get
but
them in.
either way, you're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Either way, you have to go to the dealership and sign the papers and da-da-da-da-da. And according to Jerry C., I ordered a Lexus GX.
Exactly. So I think you can't order Lexi.
My guess is it's just easier to get those allocated. And,
Yeah. Okay. So similar to
Yes.
Toyota.
Yes.
We got a question that came in here through the Twitter
yes.
at Get Auto Advocate on
Yeah.
used cars. Do you think this is an inventory grab? I used a couple of local used cars dealer inventory VIN for Carvana. They are bidding on some at the used car dealer price.
Well, yeah, I think we discussed it that the big players in used cars,
The way they make money,
yes, is by
selling the back end products.
yes.
You can't sell back end products
If you don't have a front end car to sell. So yeah, your big players, CarMax, Carvana, and Vroom, are overbidding on all the vehicles to corner the used car market, and they are forcing the local small car independent used car dealers to make a choice. And it's a choice that most of them can't afford to make, because most of those dealers don't floor plan their cars, which means they're not getting the bank to front them the money for them. They just have to pay cash for them, and most of those guys don't have the cash. So they're in a situation where they're going to force the little mom and pop used car dealerships out of business, and it's unfortunate.
I'm just saying, hey, back to T minus of Texas.
Yeah, I remember there were some comments on the
really?
on the YouTube channel from
My dad
from
reads every
T
single
minus of
every
Texas.
single comment.
I think I even answered one of them, if I remember correctly.
every single comment. All right, shall we open up
Well,
the?
I read way too many of them, which is probably why I go to bed about midnight.
It's Gary. You said it was Greg, or did you say it was Gary?
I said it was Greg, and it's Gary. I apologize, Gary. I swear next time I'll be correct.
All right, we are going to open the phone lines back up. It is 855-587-2886. That is
Yes.
5. Nope, so that is 8. We got a call.
Just
Oh, it dropped. That is
jeez. I hate when that-
855-587. We need a jingle. That is 855
587 2886 855 587 2886.
Save us.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Arkansas.
Thank you, Arkansas. Thank you for saving the world.
Arkansas, you are on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
How's it going? My name is Solomon. So I just have a couple of quick questions.
One quick thing, Solomon. Your call
Inspired James Johnson to donate $25. So thank you, James, and well, thank you, Solomon, for inspiring him.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad I finally got through. I tried to call a few times, but my main question is I recently bought a truck, and I got suspicious a couple of days later. After all the incentives, the dealer discount, and the factory rebates, there was an additional $1,000 if you finance through Ford.
Uh-huh.
Now, does the dealer have any incentive to not let me have that incentive?
Well, the dealer picks up a flat fee, typically from Ford Motor Credit, for when they place a loan through Ford Motor Credit. And obviously, Ford Motor Credit feels like if they have you as a customer, then there's a greater likelihood that they can retain you as a future customer. So it doesn't cost the dealer anything to make you aware of that extra incentive by and you know, we used to get that occasionally with Mini, where we would just say to customers, hey, you know, if you had to pay $200 in interest to get an extra $1,000 off on your car, wouldn't it make sense to do that? And most people would go, yeah, I'll trade 200 for 1,000. You're $800 ahead. And so that's basically what you're doing. And you can pay it off early and still have taken
that was my
advantage of that
intention.
1,000. Yes, that's fine. Just make sure there's no prepayment
penalty. Off
penalty.
early, and I did not mention that to the dealer, but I think he may have caught on. And once I think he caught on, he said they didn't approve me, and the lender I ended up going with my lender, who gave me a way better rate. I was okay with going with a higher rate for a month or two, and then refinance.
Exactly.
So I ended up not getting that $1,000 discount because he insisted I don't qualify for it. So I was just wondering if there was any malice.
That's kind of foolish on the dealer's part, because it's not money that's coming out of the dealer's pocket. It's money that's coming directly from Ford or Ford Motor Credit. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Overall, the MSRP on the truck I bought was about $56,500. I ended up paying $47,000 for it. I would have paid $46,000 if I got that extra $1,000 off, but $47,000 was still a good deal, I feel like. And on top of that, I sold my 2018 F-150, which I bought for $30,000. I sold it for $38,000. So
holy cannoli,
that's a good deal.
Hey, Solomon, can you do me one small favor?
Sure.
Next time I need a car, will you go with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I sold it for that much more just because of the conditions now, not because I'm Superman. Now, one of your other callers did mention about buying out of state. I did drive 500 miles to get the new truck.
Okay.
All the dealers in my area weren't offering more than $5,000 or $6,000 off MSRP for the new one, and about $3,000 less to purchase my truck, so about a $6,000 spread. So I did some traveling both for selling my truck and for buying the truck. So if you're willing to do the work, I think it is worth it overall.
Oh, absolutely it is. And thank you so much for sharing that story with the community.
Yeah, thank you, Solomon.
All right.
We appreciate the call, my friend.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye now. Okay, so Gary...
Gray. His name's Gray.
No, it's Gary. Gary was kind enough to
donate another
give
$10.
$10 because I got his name wrong. Imagine what it'd be worth if I got it right. I'll get it right the next time.
We've got a brief interlude here. I think we'll do a haiku style poem. 855-587-2886. That's a self-written haiku.
Okay.
By yours truly.
I think I might like haikus.
Did I get the syllables right?
I don't know.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where you from? What can we do to help you?
That's a self-written.
Oh, you got to mute us in the background.
Yeah, please
we'll give you a
mute us.
second.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you ready for Final Jeopardy, my friend?
Hey, great to hear you. I have a question. What's with the Audi Affinity program? I hear a lot of people making noise about it, but every dealer I've talked to says it isn't worth much.
Well, it's a preset amount that you get to buy the car for.
What is this? Just to level set with me, Audis and
Audi. Yeah, it's the Audi Affinity program is for groups that are affiliated with Audi in one way or another, and so they have predetermined markups.
Yeah, it's like any type of affinity program.
I will tell you this, I've been going back and forth with one of our members who's looking at an Audi, and from my experience with Audi, Audi, the way they set everything up is that they set sales objectives for dealers every month, and they don't expect the customer to pay a front-end profit on the Audi. They expect the dealer to sell at invoice or below so that they can sell enough volume to reach their sales objective. And once they've done that, then there's usually a substantial reward from Audi. And Audi is the one that actually ends up providing the dealer with a profit for the month that way. So oftentimes you can go into an Audi dealership and you can actually buy the car for less than what the Affinity program amount would be.
Excellent. Yeah, they're giving away e-trons right now. I've got 5 bids from 5 different dealers.
Wow.
I'm amazed what I'm getting.
I will tell you, and I've been out of the Audi store for 3
there,
years
what,
now.
3 years ago? Yeah.
But I special ordered a what is the A3? Not the A3, the Q3, and for a customer, and she said, "Well, what's the price going to be?" I said, "Well, based on what's going on in our market, according to my Audi rep, the average selling price at that time on the Q3 was $1,000 lower than the invoice price." So I said, "We'll build the car, we'll figure out exactly what the invoice price is, and I will charge you $1,000 less than what it cost the dealership to sell you the car." But of course, obviously, all that money gets made back once you hit your sales objective. But you can't, trust me, you can't afford not to hit your sales objective. So that's why all the Audi dealers give their cars away.
Good to know. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for calling.
Thanks for calling in.
Damn, I like actually know some stuff.
You're on your A game tonight. Let's take another phone call. They're coming in.
Yeah,
hot and
that's
steady.
855-587-2886. Let's get those phones ringing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and smash the damn like button. Where are we at likewise? Yeah, do not disturb me.
What's your name? Where are you from? What can you do what can we do to help? What can you do to help us?
Yeah, what can you do to help us? Damn it! You know, we're turning the tables on you.
Hey, it's King Ray and Prince Zach.
All right, you win. You win.
Yeah. Well,
hey, I really thoroughly enjoy what you and everybody else is doing on this channel. I've been following you guys for a long time, since you had the grainy video and terrible audio mics.
Yeah, those were
we
rough days.
We have improved a little bit.
A little bit.
Yes.
Hey, quick question for you.
Yes.
I got a terrific deal here. I'm one of the fortunate souls that purchased or leased a vehicle in 2018. It's a Ford F-150, and in about 3 weeks, the lease is due.
Okay.
I'm going to buy it out because the residual value on it is $23,700, and just for kicks and grins.
Can we guess first? Can we guess?
Yeah,
I'm going to say 31.8.
I'm going to say 29.7.
34.6.
What the heck?
Wow.
And it went up. At the beginning of May, it was 32.8, and right now I put it in again, and it's at 34.6.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
I know. If I didn't like the vehicle, there's a no-brainer here. I would definitely buy it, and
yeah.
Of course, I'd have to pay the sales tax on it, but
still,
I'd be making almost $10,000 on it.
Oh my God!
But then I'd be without the truck, and the truck is serving my needs very well. Question I have for you is on my lease contract, the residual value and the buyout amount is $500 difference. There's a $500 difference there, and I'm wondering, why is the buyout $500 higher than the residual?
I don't know. It shouldn't be. It should be according to your contract. You should have the right at the end of the lease to be able to buy it for the residual value.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 23.
I was going to say I would double check with. Is it Ford Motor Credit?
It's Ford Motor Credit.
Yeah, I would double check with them and ask them why there is that discrepancy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the residual value is $23,260, and the buyout is $23,760.
Huh. You don't have any unpaid parking tickets or anything that might.
No, I have a halo over my head.
We've got folks saying, well, maybe it's the disposition fee. You don't pay the disposition fee.
You don't pay a disposition
vehicle.
fee if you're buying it. They can't charge you a disposition fee if you've disposed of the $500 higher than the residual. I thought the contractual amount for being able to purchase it at the end of the lease was the...
Kimberly's saying could have been an F&I mistake from day one on contract. Also, we have a couple people that are in the Ford dealerships in the community, so maybe if they hear this, they can chime in as well in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you've mentioned in the past that Ford's a little bit tricky with how they handle.
Well,
their
I know
lease
the
buyouts. You have to go
payoffs
through
on
the
leases
dealership.
have to go through
Yeah.
the original dealer, but that shouldn't. I've never heard of it being other than what the residual value is, unless it stipulates somewhere in the contract
Yeah.
that there's a $500 fee if you were to buy it at the end on top of
No,
the residual.
I perused over that whole contract several times looking for that $500, and there was nothing spelled out at all.
Okay.
Why it's $500 higher?
Yeah, I would really talk to somebody in customer service and then go to a supervisor above them, because the first person you talk to probably can't do poop.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for being there, guys.
Let us know what
Love
happens.
your content.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
so much.
Yep. Bye now.
We've got a few folks though saying, "Pops, we'll keep the phone lines closed for a second." Kia charging a $400 buyout fee. Hyundai charging a $500 buyout fee. Maybe there is some sort of buyout, but it would be in your contract.
Yes, it
in
would
your
be
contract.
stipulated in the contract. Last time I checked.
I was admiring my hair in the.
Well, yeah, no, it's
Okay,
I must say I haven't seen your forehead in like months.
I haven't seen my forehead in months.
Yeah.
Melissa.
Yes.
Our favorite.
Yes.
Masshole.
Yeah.
Can't believe I just said that. But it's
Yeah.
her words, not ours.
Yes.
What are the benefits and or disadvantages of using independent mechanic for PPI versus using a chain company, i.e. Lemon Squad, when you're buying used vehicle out of state? We love to refer back to Yanni on this one. He says the best thing you can do.
Yes. Dr. Barron says find a local dealership that sells. That's the franchise dealer for that brand that you're thinking about buying.
That's number one.
And make the arrangements to take the car there for a PPI.
That's number one. Number two, you want convenience, use something like Lemon Squad
Yes.
or Your
Wrench
Mechanic. Or there's a few. Number three, if you don't mind doing the hassle, find a local independent shop.
Yes.
That's our 2 cents on it.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, people are saying there's a buyout fee. This is so interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an evolution in the lease game, but it has to be spelled out in your contract.
Yeah, you would think, yeah.
Or maybe people are just making stuff
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Is PPI needed or recommended for a CPO? We say do it.
We say do it, but I will say this, it probably depends on the miles on the car. If it's, say, a retired service loaner that has 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it, then chances are it probably isn't needed. But if it's something other than that, just... It's $150 to $200.
Well spent.
For peace of mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's the price of peace of mind?
All right, Pops. How are you feeling?
I'm on a roll, buddy. The caffeine. You were worried because I had tacos for lunch and it was going to put me to sleep.
I was worried.
Yeah, but I think I have been on the top of my game.
No, you've been killing it.
Yeah, and I'll probably, once we say goodnight, my head will probably hit the countertop and I'll end up concussed. But yes,
Stay
that's
tuned
besides the
for
point.
tomorrow night. We are going live again tomorrow night, members only live stream. So bear that in mind.
And that is our last night in this fine Airbnb.
Yes, Airbnb.
Yes. So after that, I got to start packing.
Yes.
Or maybe before.
I just realized I accidentally had Do Not Disturb on the whole time.
Good, because it was nice not to hear the phone ring for a minute.
Well, you would have your headphones on. 855-587-2886.
The tacos did rule today. Okay, they were excellent today.
Yeah, they look delicious.
They were. They really were. They make a mean taco at Roberto's.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Phone line saving us from ourselves once again.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Whoops. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Hey, you're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where you from? What can we do to help?
David from Forney, Texas.
Hey, David, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, and you?
Oh, my God, if I was any better, as somebody once said, I'd be twins.
Hey, I got a quick question for you guys.
Please.
So, considering selling a car that is on, like, Carvana, that's offering insane prices, don't really need 2 cars right now in the family, so thinking about selling one.
Uh-huh.
But I'm curious, when do you think would be a good time to be able to get a new car with adequate supply in either like a Ford pickup or like a Tahoe, something like that we're considering?
2038 plus or minus 15 years.
Apparently I'll be long gone by the time it's a good time to buy new vehicles again. From people that we've spoken to in the industry, the concern now is that the chip shortage that we've been talking about for the past 2.5 to 3 months could more than likely linger in to the first quarter or so of next year.
Definitely.
So as long as that's the case, it's probably it's probably going to be 12 to 18 months at best before we find ourselves back at a point where the manufacturers can build the number of cars that they had intended to build.
And you have to wonder if they're ever going to go back to.
Well, let's face it, they'll go back to it. And the reason they'll go back to it is they make money every time they wholesale a car to a dealer.
Yeah. Good point,
Okay,
good point.
so just because this is helping dealers make more money because it's jacking the prices up that people are willing to pay, that doesn't thrill Ford.
Yeah,
Ford would rather be able to produce those 1.1 million vehicles this year.
You're right.
And make money on every one of those as it gets invoiced to the dealership.
The tacos and the caffeine really were working today.
Yeah, they and it brought me clarity. So I mean, it's just a guess, but I think 12 to 18 months, maybe.
Caller.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for calling in.
We talked that one off the line. All right, let's open 855-587-2886.
Yeah.
T-minus of Texas wants to know, so don't buy new right now? Well, don't buy anything right now, but if you have to buy new,
Yeah,
it's probably...
new probably makes more sense than used at the moment.
Exactly.
Yes. Hit that do not disturb button.
You're on with your auto advocate. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Yeah, this is Al from Orlando, Florida.
Hey, Al, how are you tonight?
Oh, great. Yeah, I got a quick question.
Okay, try muting us in the background.
On a one-pay lease, do you have to wait to the end of the contract if you want to buy out the car?
That's a damn good question. I don't know. I mean, since you've already made all the payments, I really don't know. And that's from somebody that spent 43 years in the business. I wouldn't think you would have to, but perhaps I would say you would need to really read the contract and see if it's spelled out in the contract on a one-pay lease. Perhaps Kimberly knows, and I know she's been on and offline with us during the live chat, but I'm really not 100% certain on that one.
Yeah, I suppose I could call. It's a General Motors. It's a GMC car, so I guess I could call GM.
Yeah, they would let you know. I mean, they've got your money, so what the hell difference does it make? It's already paid for.
Yeah.
Kimberly says call the lender.
Yeah, Kimberly's answer was call the lender. So there you have it.
Okay, I got one other question.
Okay, we'll have one other answer and no more.
Dude, you are energized. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't think the average Joe out there, when he buys a new car today, most of them require that you have a turbocharged engine.
Well, a lot of the cars today are turbo because they've all gone to smaller engines. And in order to be able to provide the type of horsepower that we're used to in this country, the only way to do that in those smaller 4-cylinder and 3-cylinder engines is with the turbo.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I leased my last car, because that brings into the problem that if you don't put premium gas in that thing, it pings and you get lousy gas mileage.
That is correct.
You're talking about, gas around here is about almost pushing $4 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings in a lot of expense for people now that are driving more.
Well, I will tell you in my Mini, which is a turbo, that as much as they tell me to use premium, I use mid-grade. And it seems to work fine.
Okay, well, as long as it doesn't ping and you're getting some decent gas mileage, that's great.
I hope that you're not screwed now at the lease turn-in for your car from having just shared that online.
I'm not trying that with mine because it's leased.
Yeah.
I don't own it. But I can definitely, it runs great with the premium gas. It just irks me every time I fill it up. But
I hear you.
Just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Enjoy your show.
Thank you so much, Al. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We had a comment, Dad, in the live stream chat. Your tan's looking great.
Yanni's been online too.
Yeah, no, Yanni's in the house. We've got Kimberly in the house. We've got folks saying your tan looks really good.
Yeah.
You're looking a little red, though, here.
Well, I spent quite a bit of time in the sun today.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm working, we're going back to the Jersey Shore, and I want to actually have the tan before I get there. And I do.
Samson Fitness wants to know, what kind of homework do you recommend we do prior to a new car buying consultation with you guys?
Deal school?
Well, and get a quote from the dealership as well.
Yeah.
Get OTD quotes. That's usually helpful, Samson. You're on with Your Auto Advocate. We've just scarred the viewing public with my father's tan. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
My name is Charlene. I'm from Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas. Is that Kansas City, Missouri?
No,
it
it's
is.
Kansas City.
Well, there's a Kansas City, Kansas. Jeez.
Yes, there is, but we don't talk about that.
Well, of course not. We're going to be in your fine city soon.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe I think we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo in Kansas City.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I will be celebrating that too.
Okay, or maybe that's St. Louis. I don't know. I'm confused.
Charlie,
But we will be in Kansas City. Have you ever heard of Arthur Bryant's barbecue?
Yeah, but I like Jack Stack better.
Okay.
But Arthur Bryant's is like the original, yeah.
Well, put that in the live chat for me so I know where we should go for dinner when we get there.
Oh, I've got 3 places to tell you then.
Okay, perfect.
All right. I have a brand new Honda CR-V hybrid in my garage as of yesterday evening.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I was doing everything online. I went and test drove it. The dealer I test drove it at, I said, well, I want a red one with gray interior, and I want an EXL.
Okay.
Well, all they had was touring. They didn't have a red. I told them even places that had the red one, but they didn't seem too excited. I guess since the market's this way, they just can't trade to other dealers or something now.
It's more difficult to do dealer exchanges when there's limited inventory.
Okay, that's what I figured. And
Yes.
so I found another dealer that had a red one with gray interior EXL on their inventory. Called them. It was not delivered yet.
Okay.
So that's the one I ended up with.
Okay.
But I asked for outdoor price.
Good.
And then I went to your I can't say it. Auto Advocate.
Yeah, I can't
your
say
little
it most
thing.
days either.
And it said it didn't even have as much on there. It didn't have very much off of it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it said 0 to 20 or whatever, able to...
A negotiability score, because it probably had just been in the dealer inventory for a day or so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 0 to 20. So I was like, oh, great. So anyway, I asked for outdoor price, and they had already given me, they already put $1,000 on there because it's Honda's spring sale or whatever.
Okay, very cool.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to counter. But they also had I bought it in Kansas. I live in Missouri, but I bought it in Kansas. In Kansas, I think it's maximum $3.99 administrative fee.
Uh-huh.
They had $2.99 on there plus a $4 government fee and $129 for locking lug nuts. So I sent them back a counteroffer of $1,450. No, I took $100 off of the administrative fee and put $59 for the lug nuts because that's the factory price.
Uh-huh.
So they send back, well, we can't do that. We can take $100 more off the vehicle. You still have to pay the $2.99 fee, and we'll just take the lug nuts off. We just won't, we'll just take them off.
Okay.
But you still have to pay the fee. So that's what I ended up with. But they didn't take the lug nuts off the car. So the locking lug nuts.
Yes.
So I got the lug nuts, the locks for free. Because I think, don't they put them on in the factory?
No, it's normally dealer installed.
Well, they're still on there.
Well, God bless you. So they forgot
I
to
got
take them
bonus.
off. It's your gain.
Yeah, exactly. I got bonus locking lug nuts, and I still had to pay $2.99 for the administrative fee, but I got an extra $100 off the
Now
MSRP,
here's the real key, Charlene. Those locking lug nuts have a key that you need to be able to take them off. If God forbid you ever need to change tire, you make sure you got the key.
Yeah, I already checked. That's the first thing I checked when I got home. I was like, oh, look, I got the lug nuts. Yeah, it was in there.
Okay, good.
There.
Then you're ahead of the game. Congratulations.
So then my other thing is I was looking to sell my car. I have a 2016 Honda HR-V.
Yes.
So I looked around, so I was like, oh, my God. They were like giving you ridiculous amounts of money for them. I was like, I knew it was a bad time to buy a new car, but I knew I'd never get this much for my car again. So I had watched Zach's video of going to Carvana. So I signed up on Carvana. They made me an offer of $15,112. I paid $26,000 for the car.
Wow.
In 2015. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So now I'm just waiting because I don't know really how to do it here, but I had to upload my documents. So I did that last night, and now it says somebody will be contacting you in 1 to 2 days. So I'm hoping they'll just come pick it up.
Well, Zach has more experience with Carvana than I do. But
I'm going to be very clear, though. I've been using the live chat exclusively for about the past 5 minutes. We're having a blast in the live chat, so I'm sorry. I have no clue what's going on. I'm just being honest. Honesty is the best policy.
Okay.
I heard something about lug nuts.
I'm going to give.
Well,
I'm going to give.
Well, we've moved on from there. We've moved on from there.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that somebody from Carvana will call you because we had Nicholas.
Are you selling your car to Carvana?
Yeah, I watched your video when you dropped off your car at Carvana. So I was like, well, I'm going to try it because we have one in Kansas City now. I guess it's been here a couple of years.
Missouri or Kansas City, Kansas?
Well, yeah, whatever.
Question.
It's right there on the line. It's right on the very line.
You're going to see. I'm gonna drop you off in Kansas City, Kansas, and I'm going to the hotel in Missouri. Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants.
I'm not a smarty pants. Selling to Carvana is very pleasant, very easy. I've heard horror stories about Vroom and Shift because they're a little less organized, but Carvana pays pretty much top dollar, and they make it really easy. They don't even spec the damn thing. At least they didn't when I sold it to them.
I just couldn't believe it because the car dealer looked at it because I was like, well, I told them, I was like, I'll give you a chance to look at it if you want. So I took it over there yesterday, and they were like $13,000, which was a good still.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as Carvana.
No, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to give up $2,000.
No, nor should you.
Yeah, right. Yes. So now I'm just like freaking out because I have to wait for them to contact me. So I'm like, surely it's okay.
They'll be in touch, and they will make the arrangements to pick it up and drop off a check. That's the way they do it.
They need your car more than you realize.
Yep.
Okay. I appreciate all your guys' help. I love your videos. You guys are funny.
Well, thank you so much, Charlene. Good luck with the new CRV.
And come get some good barbecue.
That's my plan.
Thanks, Charlene.
All right.
Good night now.
Right. Night. Bye.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
There is a lug nut shortage. Yeah.
You were having fun. I was having fun. It was all good. Maybe Carvana will increase their offer.
She's not selling the new car.
855-587-2886. That is 855-5872-886.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know, but Saved by the Bell once again.
Oh, we even got a call from our neck of the woods.
Hey, can you hear us? Yes, you can. What's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hey, name's Nate. I'm from Georgia.
Hey, Nate. Welcome.
Hey, I wanted to tell y'all and everybody watching a conversation I had with a former finance manager from a car dealership.
Did you meet with Kimberly?
No, no, not Kimberly. But I've known this person for a while. They used to be in the car business, finance manager at a dealership. And we got to talking about all this stuff from your videos I was telling her about. And she's like, wow, who are these guys? And it's been years since they've done it. And I sent her one of the videos where they're talking about the F&I office. The text, and she watched it. The text I got back from her was, wow, I would have hated these guys.
Why? We're so pleasant and kind
Yeah.
and jovial. My
Because
dad's cute. Funny.
She would have hated us because we're giving out all her secrets.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. But
I just thought we were
all
the good guys.
secrets. So yeah, everything that y'all do is spot on from what I understand. Like, I just wanted to let everyone know that. Like,
Kimberly just
very
posted
good.
in the chat, yep, I have all caps new friends now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's funny.
That's what happens when you let the truth out of the
When you
you
help
let the
people,
cat out
yeah.
of the bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Well, that leads me to the question I wanted to ask y'all. You know, with y'all growing so much,
Yeah.
how long do you think it's going to be before these dealers are just like, we got to change everything? Like,
Well, we're
they're-
hoping
they're on to us,
we're
basically.
hoping it's tomorrow, but it'll probably be 10 years or 20 years from now.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
but
they're just
every
gonna
little
wait, like-
every little bit of change we can help bring about.
Yeah, it's good.
We're just gonna keep pushing forward and trying to eventually make it better for everybody.
And it's not just us, right? It's everyone that's a part of this. Everyone
Yes.
that levels up and, puts up a bit of a fight. It's a worthy one, It's
Yep.
it's to make it a better process for everyone that's involved.
That's what we want to see.
Well, that's right. Y'all are doing good work, and I appreciate y'all, and I'll let you go. Y'all have a good night.
Terrific.
Thanks
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in. We'll do one last phone call for the night, Pops.
Okay, because we're going to run out of battery soon.
Charles says we should start our own dealership. I don't know. I like doing
No,
what we're
I don't
doing.
want to start my own. I don't
No.
want to. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Because then I have to deal with the manufacturers, and I didn't find that to be pleasant either.
Adam,
Well,
thank
you, Adam Hutton.
We got a donation here. Thank you for calling in. Hang tight for 1 second. I got to hit the do not disturb button. Adam Hutton, I've put a $500 deposit to hold a car that they were already expecting. Once it arrives at the dealership, have I lessened my chances at successfully negotiating the price having done this?
Well, I would have negotiated the price before I left the deposit, so that way you would have known, you would have come to an agreement as to what the price was.
But thank you for the donation.
Yes, thank you for the donation, and you lessened your leverage a little bit because they already got $500 of your money.
On the line, what's your name? Where are you from? What can we do to help?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, how's it going, Auto Advocate? This is Jeff.
Hey Jeff. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing tonight, Jeff?
I'm great, man. I just had a couple of questions. I have a 2016 Honda Accord base model I just paid off a few months ago.
Okay.
Carvana offered me about $9,500 for it. I was wondering if it would be worth it to take that cash and buy an older but better car with less miles. I see a 2010 Lexus ES. It's only got about 80,000 miles. I live in Phoenix, and the dealership wants about 10 for it.
Well, that's a tough one. The only thing I will tell you is as nice as Lexi are, they are relatively expensive to maintain. And you're approaching age and mileage where things could go wrong with it. Now, I know it's Toyota, and they don't normally have as many problems as, say, your German brands do. But I know from when I used to run Acura North Scottsdale, that the Lexuses were, I don't know, about 50% more expensive for what they charged for maintenance than what it was for a comparable Acura for maintenance. So just be aware that a used Lexus, the expense, if you take it to a Lexus dealer, could add up quickly. And if you don't find a good local mechanic that you trust that can work on Lexus or Toyota.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, thanks so much for calling in, Jeff, and have a great night.
Yeah, that's the last phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to run out of battery, and then people won't be able to see us when we want to say goodnight.
Larry R. wants to say, can we brand the YAA community the small potatoes?
I like that.
I do
Yeah,
too, actually.
yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you know, you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't know,
you need to find out.
You need to become a small potato.
Yeah.
Before we end up signing off for the night, we have the same memberships as always. $49.95 gets you the console call plus access to the software, which gets better week in and week out. $29.99 gets you 3 months. $14.99 1 month. We've got the members only
Free
live
gets
stream.
you
3 free reports, plus you can run as many on the VSCs, the service contracts, as you'd like, as well as obviously Deal School and
Yes.
whatnot. Paid gets you Value My Trade, unlimited reports, members only live streams, and we have incentives coming down the pike soon. So I know I showed this on a live stream a while ago, but we're working on adding this incentives on the market price report. You'll be able to see all the incentives on a particular vehicle that you've run a market price report for, and you'll be able to factor that into your out the door price as well. So you'll be able to apply the incentives here on the OTD calculator, ultimately yielding you the discount on the OTD, as well as we're going to do the trade-in as well, where you'll be able to pull in the Black Book trade valuation here. So you'll get your real out the door. Working on all that right now, and the members only live stream tomorrow night. Last one here from Vegas. That was my little housekeeping. And
Well,
my
that
little
was
promo.
very nice. You really did that well, and I'm very proud of the way you handled.
And we had the 100th VSC sale today. So again, just kind of want to give a shout out to the community. Like that,
Yes.
if you think about it, and maybe Kimberly, can you chime in here? 100. So my sister's friend just bought her car. They
Yes.
didn't call us. They didn't talk to us. We were very disappointed. They ended up buying the extended warranty through the dealership.
And
they
here's
charged-
here's the key.
Yeah.
They were pressured. I mean, severely pressured. They said no 5 times, and they kept bringing other people in to try and get them to buy it.
Yep.
The original asking price for the warranty was $4,500. Eventually, they got it. They came down to $3,000 and told our friends that they were losing money. I ran it on ours, and if they had bought it through us, it was $2,008 with our $500 markup.
So it cost wholesale $1,508.
$1,508.
And this dealership
told them
they were losing money
at $3,000. So thank you, Skylar.
Thank you, Skylar.
So the point is that.
Well, wait. So let's hit it, Dad. We sold our 100th today.
Yes.
That means, do the math. We're transparent on price. We make $500 on each one.
Yeah.
And then we got to pay people, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's $50,000.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Do the inverse.
Yeah.
We've probably saved people $200,000.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and we had team meetings here in Vegas the other day. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I posted a picture. It was awesome.
Yes.
And someone said at the meeting, and it stuck with me. It was like, because it was Nat on our team.
Yeah.
He said the reason we need to sell vehicle service contracts, the extended warranties, is because if we don't, then the only other option are all the Ray marked up ones or the spam phone calls. The reason the slimy, sleazy, crappy stuff that happens in automotive, we also need to offer it, but be completely transparent on why we offer it, how much we make, the whole process, vetting the providers.
Yes.
Because if you don't, then the only other options you have are to be pressured in, like poor Bernice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yes.
Anyway,
it's sad that
we've saved
that's
people $200,000 probably.
We've probably saved people millions of dollars.
Well, over the car deals, but just on the
over the car
VSCs.
deals that they've negotiated by using the tools that we provide for them, by just providing an education, and as we like to say, knowledge is power, and that's somewhat true. But what's really true is applied knowledge is power, and I don't know. It warms the cockles, whatever they may be, in my heart. It warms the cockles of my heart to know that we've helped people as much as we have, and that the plan is to continue to do so, and to do it in as transparent a manner as is humanly possible. And for those of you who think we are full of poop, that's fine. That's your opinion of us, and I'm okay with that. And for those of you who know that we're not, that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, just to talk about transparent, it's all literally on my LinkedIn. Here you go. This is the team. That's us out to dinner.
Yes.
You recognize that guy?
Yes.
That's my dad. Where it is, if it's taxable, it's negotiable.
Yeah, I recognize that guy.
That's my Branzino. That's a Rosh.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. We're just trying to do the best we can. Feels like we are. So anyway, thanks to everyone being on the stream tonight.
We'll see members only tomorrow. And
So maybe we've never had 100 people on a members only stream. I think we got up to 70 last week. Was the quote. So maybe we'll get to 100 tomorrow. That'd be great.
Maybe.
If you're a member, you'll receive an email in the morning. Please join.
Yes.
And thank you to everyone that was on tonight. This was fun, Deb.
Yes, and I look forward to seeing you all again on Saturday. For those of you who want to participate from beautiful downtown Grand Junction,
We'll be in
Colorado.
Grand Junction? Okay.
Yes, we will. Yeah, I won't tell you the exact hotel, but I'll tell you that Saturday night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks,
Good
Deb.
night. Thanks so much.
855-587-86.
80. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
You were on your A game, man.
That's it.